Hi everyone, this is Rihanna from A Frugal Life, and I am trying to talk a little bit louder because it's been seriously requested by my commenters because I have a little tiny mousy voice. So if I'm too loud, let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to try to adjust it to fit everybody's needs. So this video has been highly requested. This is how to make at least $500 a month on Facebook Marketplace. You could also make way more than that. People support themselves fully and have a full-time income just selling on the marketplace and other things like that. But I'm going to tell you how to at least make this a doable side hustle to pay at least one bill, a car payment, or maybe pay off some of your debt, as we've talked about in other videos. So I do this all the time. It is one of my top side hustles and I'm getting pretty good at it. So let me talk to you about what it is. So some of you may remember back in the day we had a little thing called Craigslist, at least in the US. I don't know if it was international, but Craigslist was something where you could post ads to sell things and then people would come either to your house or to a local meeting place to pick it up. Well, Facebook Marketplace started out as kind of the same thing. You would put things up online on Facebook Marketplace. People in your area would purchase them by sending you a message. You would meet up, exchange cash, or maybe Venmo or PayPal and trade the item. Well, Facebook Marketplace is eagerly trying to compete with things like eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark in that they now have an online marketplace. So every item you post for sale can not only be made locally available, but it can also be made online available. So I have shipped things all over the US by selling them on Facebook Marketplace. And let me tell you the bonuses I have found of Facebook Marketplace over things like Poshmark. So I actually love Facebook Marketplace so much that I got rid of most of my Poshmark closet. I moved it all to Facebook Marketplace, and I have actually sold almost every item that I had in my Poshmark closet sitting there for the last 2 years within the last month on Facebook Marketplace, and I had to go out and get more inventory. So these are the bonuses of Facebook Marketplace over anything else. So number one, unlike eBay or Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace only charges you a 5% commission. That is incredibly low compared to all of the other online marketplaces. Number two, like other marketplaces, the buyers can just pay for their shipping to Facebook when they pay for their item. Facebook will go ahead and create your label for you when you press a button. You can print it up, slap it on your item, and send it out. You never have to go to the post office and stand in line to get the appropriate amount of postage. You don't have to have the postage up front or worry about taking it out of your seller's fees. They pay for it, Facebook prints it, and you never have to deal with anything besides printing it up and putting it on your package. Number three, why I love it so much, is that you can cross-post on local groups. So I will not tell you what city I live in, but I belong to all of the local trading groups in my city, and as soon as I hit something live with Facebook Marketplace, I can decide whether it's worth it to sell that item locally too. So if it's an inexpensive, like $5 to $3 item, I don't sell it locally. It's not worth it to meet up with somebody. If it's a more expensive, like a $20 to $50 item or a very heavy item that I don't really want to ship, I can go ahead and press the buttons, easily within seconds cross-post it on all of the local groups, press post, and there you go. Number four, it is super fast to list. I'm going to show you a walkthrough. It is listable within a couple minutes for every single item, which is super fast compared to every other listing place. eBay takes forever to list a listing because they have 1 million boxes. Poshmark takes quite a while to list as well. They also have a lot of boxes and a lot of checks and balances. Facebook Marketplace is a super easy interface. They know what people want online and they have given it to you. Number five is no listing fees. That means no risk at all. You can just take things from your closet that you want to get rid of, post them on Facebook Marketplace. You never have to pay a dime. The commission amount comes out of the amount the seller pays you. Again, the postage comes out of the amount the seller pays Facebook. You never have to invest anything in selling because you're never going to have to see money come out of your pocket. So it's the perfect way to get started selling things online if you don't want to invest anything upfront. Zero upfront costs. Next, let's talk about what we can sell on Facebook Marketplace, right? One of the things I sell all the time is books. So I purchase used vintage cookbooks, craft books, even fiction books at things like garage sales and thrift stores, and I determine how much they are worth and then I resell them online on Facebook Marketplace. One of the things I do to make sure that I get sales is I don't rack the price up. I don't care if it's going for $35 on eBay. If I paid 50 cents for it, I'm probably going to charge $5 for that book. It's worth it to me to get $4.50. I'm not worried about gouging anybody, and I sell things fast. So my thing is about volume and quick turnover. So if you're wanting to make a lot of money really fast, I recommend the volume and turnover method. If you're willing to wait quite a while to sell something but want a bigger paycheck, and you're willing to wait a long time for it, go ahead and decide how much things are worth based on how much they're selling on eBay, and then maybe undercut eBay a little bit. So it's up to you whether you want to do volume or wait for your money. So in addition to books, I also sell clothes out of my closet, and clothes that other people give me, such as my mom, my niece, my sister, and things like that will give me things to sell, and then I sell them online on Facebook Marketplace. People like to get things out of their closet, and they're willing to give them to you to sell just so they can get them out of their closet, especially nowadays because some thrift stores are not taking donations because of the pandemic, or if they think that things aren't worth it, they may not take them. So it's easy to find free clothes to sell on Facebook Marketplace. I also sell collectibles, I sell toys, I source at different places. Go ahead and look online on sourcing for resale, and you'll find tons of places that you can source from, and then I just flip them and resell them on Facebook Marketplace. So next I'm going to flip the screen over, and we're going to do a little walkthrough on my computer on exactly how to place a listing using a book that I have on my desk on how to place a listing on Facebook Marketplace and what you should do with that listing once it's listed. Okay, everyone, let's show you how to create a marketplace listing. So this is my Facebook. Um, Everybody knows what Facebook looks like, obviously. So instead of clicking over here on the left on Marketplace, I actually click on the little Marketplace icon at the top, which is the little store icon. Now I see Marketplace and things to buy, but what we want to do is actually create a new listing. So here on the left-hand side, under your account, we're going to create a new listing. So you have a bunch of options here in the middle. You can create one item for sale. You can create items in bulk if you have them. You can create a vehicle for sale, home for sale, or a job opening. Obviously, this time we're just going to click on this first button that says item for sale. So now we see this listing preview here. The first thing you want to do is add photos. So I'm going to add an example here. I click on this and it goes directly to my download box because that's where I store the photos. It's going to go to your most recently used picture file. You can just go ahead and find your photos on your desktop below. And let's say that I'm going to sell this dress. I already have it listed, but I'm going to relist it here and then I'll just delete it later. So I'm going to click on this and this. I actually have 6 photos of this dress. I would have clicked on all of them if I was listing it for the first time. I can click on all of them at once, so I can upload them all at once. It's going to upload here on the left-hand side. My internet's a little slow, so yours will probably be faster. So the one that you have first in this upper left-hand corner is going to be your display image. So I'm going to leave this cute dress picture right here. And then you're going to want a title. So I usually put the listing, I usually start out with the brand. So this is a Bobby Brooks dress. And then I'll put the color, floral. I try to put as many descriptors as possible because this is what people are going to search on. So if people are looking for pink floral or blue and white stripes, they'll find this listing. And then I always put the size and the condition. That sounds like a lot for the title, but this is one of the differences between Facebook and the other listing sites is that you can put a lot of information in this title, which brings you a lot of SEO links to it. And I think this is a size 1X. Next, I'm going to do the price. And I talked about doing the price low. So I price all of my dresses at $6. Regardless of the brand or the size, they're all $6. I make sure that I always post things in good condition and I source things at a price that I'm okay selling them for $6. So if you, like I said in the rest of the video, want to go ahead and price your things up or down accordingly, you can. I find that volume is great for selling. I sell a lot of volume of product at a low price. Some people may want to sell less products at a higher price. Next, you need a category. This is very important. Now, it brings up some suggestions based on the actual links in here. And I think I spelled Bobby Brooks wrong. So I'm going to say women's dresses, or you can just search by the category. Then you need a condition. And I always choose the condition closest to the condition of the dress. This one is not new. I do sell new items. This one is not like new because I've had it for quite a while in inventory and I don't like to mislead people. So I'm going to put good. And then the first thing I do is take this whole title and copy it. And then I'm going to paste it in the description below. And then I'm going to add anything else that needed to be in here so people know what it's like. Belted,
asymmetrical hemline. So add as many keywords as you can that people might be looking for. And then you can just continue to add keywords or description as you want. The more of a description you put in here, the more likely this will sell faster. If I had different ones, I could add an item variant. Size is also important. So this is a 1X dress. Dress style is important. So you just pick whatever dress style this is. And then the occasion. I like to pick an occasion because this helps people find your items. So this is a casual dress. I don't have a SKU. And then I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom and click next. So you may not be able to see it on my screen because I have my little profile picture here. Let's move it over. Click next. And next, you have the next one. So this is taking a little while because I'm talking way too much, but this would have taken 60 seconds to post. So I have a location in here close to where I am. I'm going to go ahead and click shipping and local pickup. If I wanted to do shipping only, which is what I do most of my items at, I can change it to shipping only. I do use a prepaid label. So you could use your own label, but I find it is much easier and more cost effective to use a prepaid label through Marketplace. Then I just pick the package details. I can probably ship this for under £1. And then it's going to tell me the price of the shipping. So I do USP first class. And then if I leave it like this, the buyer pays the shipping, then we print out the label, we never touch it. If I wanted to give free shipping to the buyer, I could. I would never do it on a $6 item, but then I would have to print out the label myself, or I would have to pay for the label myself. Instead, we're going to have the buyer pay for it. I click next. Allow time for offers. Let buyers negotiate a price equal. I don't let them negotiate prices because, again, I sell very cheap. I click next, and here's what I was talking about is those different groups. So these are all the different groups I belong to, and I could find a group closest to what this is, my local groups, whatever I want to, and then I could click publish, and it would publish it to the groups as well. So I'm going to hit publish right here. And now I have listed this dress, and you'll see all my other items listed here as well. At the top here, it tells me some items that I need to take a look at. Maybe this listing goes against the rules. This listing looks like it might be a duplicate. So it'll tell you if you've done something wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this listing because I already have this dress listed. So I'm going to click this right here, delete listing. And that's how you list an item on Facebook.
So that was super easy, right? You can list a ton of things every day. If you don't have any money up front to source things at places like thrift stores or online, I recommend starting with what's already in your house. Just go room for room. I have sold used shoes, used clothes, used textbooks, anything that you might sell at a garage sale. You would be surprised you can sell online on Facebook Marketplace. People are looking for things, and people want an easy way to buy them online without having to go into a store and be risky about interacting with people. So they are willing to buy more things online than they used to be willing to buy. So gather up as much stuff as you can and sell it, and then take all of that money and wrap it back up into sourcing, which I will have a video down the line on exactly how to source for specific items to sell on Facebook Marketplace. But for now, just gather up some items you can sell to get some dough up front to go to the thrift store and then source for more items. So that's how I did it, starting out with nothing. Sold some clothes in my closet, sold some books on my shelf, flipped that money over, purchased more things in the thrift store to sell, and as I go, I bought more and more things to flip, and I have reached the point where I'm making over $500 a month every single month on Facebook Marketplace. It is totally worth the time and investment, and it's also something that your kids can help you with. So that is our Facebook Marketplace in our Side Hustle series. If you want more videos like this on side hustles, personal finance, and living your best life on way less money, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Whatever you do, make sure you hit that notification bell so that we can tell you when the next video is coming out. And as always, I sincerely want to tell you that if nobody has told you how special you are today, you are so very special to me. I'm grateful to have you here commenting down below. I have my commenters who comment all the time, and I feel like they're becoming friends of mine. I love you all very, very much, and I can't wait to talk to you in the next video.